All right. A very good evening to everyone. Thank you so much for coming around today. It's nice to have you. So my name is Shola Igusi, and of course, I'll be taking you today's class. It's the data analysis class, and we started well, and I could see some of you dropping your assignment in the group. For those who couldn't join yesterday, do well to watch the videos. And of course, I'm sure that with what we're also going to learn this today, you'll be able to grab a whole lot. And like I mentioned yesterday, the best way to learn is to practice. So even if you see what I'm doing here or what I'm going to do now, don't assume that you understand it or you know it. Go and practice, okay? So that if at all you commit any mistake, you can correct it and all of that. So let's go straight into it right now so that we can maximize time, all right? So I'll share my screen right away. I'll share my screen. Um, and there you go. All right. Can you see my screen? Hello?
Yes, I can see. Yes, we can see. I can see
You
it
can
from
see
here.
my
Yes,
screen, right?
yes, I can
Yes,
see it.
Okay,
yes.
beautiful. All right. So this is what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be doing a staff grade book. A staff grade book, okay? A staff grade book. And by the time I'm doing it, you will understand what we're trying to do. So imagine that you have a company and you have some member of staff there and you want to grade them. You want to test them, give them some tests. And of course, at the end of the test, you want to score them. And for those who fail the test, of course, they will be on their way out of the company. All right. So these are some of the things that a data analyst to be able to do. All right. So, but it's not just about the star grade book, it's about the things that you will learn by doing it. Manipulation of data, trying to use some formulas to achieve one thing or the other. Okay. That's the major thing that you're going to learn from this particular exercise. So get ready. It promises to be wonderful. So I've got some names here, which I fabricated. All right, look at them. I fabricated some names, okay, in case your names feature here. Never mind, okay. So just fabricated some names, and then those are the names we're going to be using. So I'm going to open a sheet that we're going to use. So this sheet, I call it the resource sheet, okay, which contains the data that I'm going to use for what I'm going to okay. So let me open the sheet that I'm going to use. All right. So let me call this. And I told you yesterday, if you want to change the name here, just double click and then you can say staff grade book. All right. And then enter. Good. So let me go to this and copy the names. All right. So I'll copy the names. I'll copy and then bring them here. So let me put, let's say, last name. Sorry, let me paste them first. Oh, sorry, wasted time. Copy and then come back here. If you waste too much time, it might not copy. So just do it as soon as possible. Last name, and then here you have first name. Okay. So I told you yesterday. Now that this name, they are hiding somehow. Okay. So if you want to, bring them out, just click here, and you have them coming out a lot better. Okay. So let's try, and because of the space we're going to be using all of this space. So, all right. So we have the first name and the last name now. You can also try to open this place up. Okay. So what next? Let me write something here. Staff, staff, grade book, staff grade book. Okay. For let's say business and tech transformation academy. Business and Tech Transformation Academy. Okay, beautiful. So, all right. Now, so they are going to be subjected to a number of tests, and those are the tests I've written here. Number one, safety test. So let me copy this. So let's say they are going to be subjected to safety test. Okay, all right. Now the safety test here, I want to, I want to turn it around to appear in a better way. So come here. This is called orientation. So just click here. You'll see different kinds of orientation. So if you try this, look at what it gives you. If you try this, look at what it gives you. If you try this, look at what it gives you. If you try this, look at what it gives you. I prefer this one. If you try this, look at no, this one is not good. You have to be turning your head. Okay, so let's go back to this. This is better. All right, so this is better, for us to use. Then the second test, company philosophy. All right, company philosophy. So let's paste it here, company philosophy. Okay, um, let's make it also have this stuff. Okay, then you have financial skills. That's the third test that the staff will be put through. You can also change the orientation. Okay, then you have the drug test in case some of the staff are taking drugs. Okay, and you can also change the orientation. Beautiful. Now, okay, so in all of these tests, there must be um possible score they can have, possible score, possible score that they can have. So let me open this up a bit more. So for safety test, let's make it 10. Okay, for company philosophy, let's make it 20. For financial skills, let's make it 100. For drug test, is either 1 or 0. Is either they detect drug in your blood or they don't detect. So it's 1. It's either 1 or 0. All right, good. So I fabricated some scores. Okay. So and these are the scores. So let me just copy and paste that. So and then I'm going to do something now just to teach you something. Okay. So I come here. Actually, this is not where I should paste it. Okay. And let me paste it. Boom. So pasting it here now, go down. You will notice that Ambrose Mayowa is not filled. Okay. So I shouldn't have pasted it here. I should have actually have pasted it here. Okay. In front of Chukwebuka Shola. All right. So what do? I need to move this down. Okay, so it's highlighted already, right? So I'll right click, I will say insert, and I'll say shift cells down. I want to shift it down. Boom. Oh, sorry. Control Z. I will shift this down. Shift cells down. Okay, good. Can you see now? It has been pushed down. So now Ambrose Mayowa is well filled up. Okay, good. So let's try and work around something. So let me try and copy, because we need to analyze this course now. Let me copy the test again. and then paste them here. So we want to calculate all of these scores in percentages. So I'll come here. Let me do my formula equals to, like I mentioned to you yesterday, if you want to do any formula, you have to start with equals to. Okay, so equals to, I want to do percentage. Okay, this is not where I should put the stuff, it should be here. So equals 10, this one, divided, that is the key, having the key before your shift key by the right hand side, you have question mark on top of it. So this one divided by the possible score. All right, divided by the possible score. So you click this. So that means 10 divided by 10. All right, 10 divided by 10. Give me a minute. Give me a second, rather. All right, so 10 divided by this 10, which is a possible score, okay? So that's what we have here, all right? Enter. Oh, sorry. So, okay, we have 1, okay? So let's drag down the formula and see whether it's going to work for others. So let's drag it down like we did yesterday. Okay, now we have an error. Look at this. It says divided by 0. So you can't divide something by 0. Okay. So how come? Let's click on it. So when you click on it, it will show you the stuff that have been divided. So look at this. 9 divided by a cell that is not having anything. So you know what has happened here. So because the first one is 10 divided by 10. So in Excel has a brain to think. So Excel is saying in his mind that, okay, I'll pick 10 first, and then I'll leave a space and jump to the next one. Okay, I'll pick 10, I will jump, and then I'll go to the next one. So when it comes to 9, it jumped 10 and went to the next one. So 9 divided by this empty space, and that's why it's 9 divided by 0, and it brought out error. Okay, now let's look at other ones too. Okay, how wrong or right they are. Let's look at this. Look at this now. 10 divided by 8, it jumped 9 and went to divide by 8. Of course, this is wrong. It should actually be 10 divided by this 10, which is a possible score. So this 10 up here should be a constant. It shouldn't be something that varies, okay? So what has happened here is what we call relative referencing. You know, the first formula, okay, is now being used relatively down. Okay, so the first formula says, you know, this 10 divided by 10. So relatively, it will start to, it will say 9, it will jump 10. I say, you know, divided by this. Then this 8, would, I mean, 9 will be jumped, and then it will go to 10. You say 8 divided by 10. So it's doing it relatively based on the first formula. But in this case, it's wrong because this 10 must always feature. So if we're going to do that, so we will not write this formula just like this. We'll put the dollar sign in between this stuff, this C3, to make sure that this 10 becomes, you know, a constant thing. Like I told you yesterday, if you want to name a particular cell, how do you name it? You say C, you count the rows, C3. Okay, this is C3. So in this case, it's not just going to be C3, it's going to be C dollar sign 3. When you do that, every time this 10 will be constant. Okay, it means that it will now be 9 divided by 10. 8, 9, I mean 10 divided by 10. 9 divided by 10. 5 divided by 10, not 5 divided by 9. When, I mean, just like it did for relative references. So the data analyst, you must be very observant. Okay, don't use relative references and don't use absolute relative. All right. So this formula is fine now. Enter. Okay. So we can then stretch it down. Let's stretch it down so that it can give us a correct value now. Good. That's given us the correct value now. So let me check my formula. For example, let me just click this. Can you see now? It's 8 divided by 10. Okay, not 8 divided by 9. Let me check another formula to be sure. I'm sorry. So let me check this. 11 divided by 10. Good. So our formula is now very correct. Okay. All right. Can you hear me very well? Can you hear me? Someone
Yes,
said
I can,
that.
I
It's
can hear
better.
you very clear.
Oh, good, good. All right, good. All right, good. So,
We are
all right. So,
following.
okay, good, good. So now we've been able to do this fine. All right, that's beautiful. Now you would, I mean, somehow you may want to assume that, oh, based on what we did yesterday, let's just copy this and just run it through for this, and this. No, we can't do that. You know why? You know, the possible score, it differs. So we can't use relative referencing to just copy down the you know, the stuff. Okay, let's copy it down and see what will happen. Let's copy it down and see what will happen. The figure is going to give us will not be correct, definitely. So let's check this formula, for example. Now this formula says, okay, let's look at it. I think it's going to work. 1 divided by 1. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's look at this. Let's look at other ones. Okay, let's look at this one. 90 divided by 100. Beautiful, beautiful, good. So that means that is sorted. All right. So, but then all of this has to be turned to percentages. Okay, which is why we are doing this. So what you need to do is just copy all of this, and you can change your data type. So this is how to change your data type. Just come here. So you know, you can come this way, but then don't waste your time to do that. So just come to percentages and just click on percentage. So it's going to give you the percentages for all of this. So look at this. Look at this. As a data analyst, you have to be observant. Look at this. This is 11.
Please, your network is already breaking. We can't hear what you are saying. No.
Okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes, it's clear now. We can hear you now.
Good. All right. So this person scored 11. So that means he really scored a very high mark under safety test, isn't it? Okay. Then look at this guy, you know, scoring 0 under drug test. That means for one reason or the other, this guy has, I mean, drugs in his blood. Okay, when that test was done. So for Jelili Kemi, I think, you know, there's fire on the mountain already. For Ikot Nuruddin, also 0 for drug test. That means, I mean, he's using drugs one way or the other. Okay, so now the percentage has been calculated. So we can actually look at this and say, okay, who has scored you know, less than 50. So let me highlight all of this. Let me highlight all of this and then go to conditional formatting. Okay, let's go to conditional formatting. So let's go to let's go to okay, so let's go to less than 50. So is either you say 50% or 0.5 is the same thing. 50% or 0.5, I mean, it's the same thing. So let's look at 0.5. Okay, so anything that's below 50%, less than 50% will be marked in red. So, okay, so you can see now, this one 30%, this person scored under accompanying philosophy, it's called 30. this person 45 under financial skills, this person 0 under drug test, and this person also. All right. So, but then let's find out who needs to be fired. Now, the rule for being fired is if you score in any of the tests, if you score below 50. Okay, so imagine that imagine that um this this is you have about 1,000 member of staff. Okay, now easily from here you can say, oh, these guys are in trouble already. This person that scored 0 here, okay, that's, I mean, below 50, so he's in trouble. That means Jelili Kemi, I mean, will be fired. This person too, Nkem Charles, will be fired. This guy is, in fact, is double trouble for him. Ekot Nuruddin, under financial skills, below 50. More so, he has drugs in his blood. Okay, he's in double trouble. So easily you can say, okay, these three guys will go. But what if you have about 1,000 people this list? It won't be very easy to use your eyes to look through it. Okay, and that's why data analysis is, I mean, helps you a whole lot. So let's easily find out who needs to go from here. All right, so we'll have to use a formula. The formula we're going to use is OR formula. OR. Okay, so what we're trying to do here, we're going to do some logical test, okay, to say that if this score is less than 0.5, which is 50%, comma, and this one is less than 0.5, another comma, then this one also is less than 0.5, comma, and then this one less than 0.5, okay, close bracket. Now, if it's less than 0.5, all right, if it's less than 50%, you would return true. If it's not, if it's not less than 50, you return false. That's what this formula is all about. Okay, so when you press it now, because this one 100, 95, 98, 100, all of them, no one, I mean, among these is less than 50, so it say false. Okay, so if you stretch the formula down, you will see true for this guy. You see true, you know, for this guy, and then because he had 30 here, and then you see true for this guy because he has 0 here. Okay, meaning that these three people are the one that will go. He returned through. Okay, let's do additional conditional formatting again. Let's pick this course and then say, all right, no, before we go there, even this one too, we can, I mean, imagine if it's 1,000 member of staff, it won't be easy to just go through. So let's do conditional formatting and say, um, equal to anyone that is equal to true. You highlight it in red. Beautiful. So the one that I highlighted, you will easily know. Just run through them, you will know that, oh, if it's highlighted in red, that means it's true. That means that person is going. That person will be fired. All right. That's conditional formatting for you. We can do additional formatting too by coming here and say this one. Let's use some bars. Okay. I don't think I like this one. This is not too good. I don't think I like these ones. Okay. So let's use color scales. It depends on you. So it's going to grade the numbers. Okay, you can see that 10 is having, should we call this pink or something? Okay, and then numbers less than 10, are faded, so to say. All right. I've faded. So let's come over. Let's see. All right, let's come here. Icon, whatever. So you can see this traffic light symbol. You can decide to use this. Okay, so for this green or so, it means the highest. So you have it at 10. For red, okay, I mean, yeah, for something lower than that, that's 9. For 7, red, then for black, that's 5, very low. Okay, it depends on you. Then you can use, look at this bar looks like your battery bar. Okay, then you can use this, or you use this circle. Okay, let's try and use this. All right, that's conditional formatting. So you can see for 10, all the 4 boxes are filled up. All right, let's come here just for you to identify some stuff. All right, so we can, let's try this out, or try this one out. Okay, um try this. Okay, let's try this. So, and then for this one, let's try this. Let's try this. Let's see. I use this bar. All right, and for this, you can see the 100 full bar. Okay, then for this, you can do this. Let's use the traffic light stuff. Okay, so, and this one is either 0 or nothing. I mean 0 or 1. Okay, so you only have 2 colors there. Okay, so the highest and then the lowest. You can't have in between. Okay, so that's that about that. So one other thing we can do, let's come here. Let's do maximum, let's do minimum, and let's do average. Okay, so in this course now, in all of this course, you want to know the maximum, the person that has the highest. Okay, so it's a formula also, you say equals to max. You double click, all right? Then you highlight all the numbers you want to examine, okay? You want to examine all of these numbers. So it's going to pick, then you close your bracket, okay? It's going to pick the highest in all of those numbers that you have highlighted. Enter, you'll have 11. So 11 is the highest in all of these numbers. So it means that if you have like 1,000 members of staff, you don't need your eyes to be looking across and say, oh, who got the highest for safety test? No, you don't need to do that. So just use max formula, and then highlight all the numbers, and then you to give you the person who has the highest, which is this guy. All right. So minimum, who got the minimum, equals to minimum, double click, and then you highlight all the numbers. Okay, you highlight all the numbers, and then you close your bracket, and then enter. Yeah, the minimum is 5. This guy in Kim Charles has 5. What about average? Average, you remember your um measure of central density, tendency rather, in economics and mathematics, average. Okay, you had all the numbers together, and then you had the count of the numbers. Okay, so imagine if it's 1,000 staff. You can imagine how you want to add all of this together. So it's very simple. Just do your uh, type average. Okay, there are different averages. So, but just go for the first one, average. Double click on it, and then highlight all of this. Highlight all of this. Okay, and then close bracket, and then enter. Boom. It has added all of this together and divided by the number of staff. Okay. So here you have 8.9411, blah, blah, blah. So you want to reduce the decimal point. You come here. Okay, up here. So you can see it, the decrease decimal, show fewer decimal places. So you click it until you get to what you want. Click it, You can see it's reducing. Click it, click it, click it. Yeah, 1 decimal place is okay. All right, good. So now that we have this, okay, we have all the formulas here. So let's just let me highlight all of this and then make the formula. I want to spread the formula. Spread the formula. Boom. It has applied the formula to all others too. Okay. Now I can copy the formula and then bring it here so that I can do that for the percentages. It has done it, but it's calculated it as normal numbers. So we need to convert it to percentage. So you come up here, you click percentage, boom, it gives it to you. All right, beautiful. Okay, I think we've gone far very well now. All right, let's do some. Let's make this bold, and this one bold, and this one bold, and this one bold. Now we need to centralize this. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to, so okay, look at it. This cell is here. Okay, so I'm going to drag it. I need some cells. I need some, no, I need some cells. I need some cells. All right, I need some cells. So I want to merge all the cells together. I want to match them together. Okay, I'll come here, merge, and then center. Good. So it has matched. You can see that there are no lines here again. There are no lines here again, like you have down here. So it matched all the cells that I highlighted, okay, and then brought what I have here to the center. Beautiful. Okay, what else can we do before the time goes? What else do we do? Okay, let's do a little formatting. No, before we do formatting, okay, let's do formatting and then we'll do our charts. All right, so let's come here. Okay, so you click here and then you drag it up. You drag it up until you get to the last data. Up, up, up. Okay, you drag it up. Now don't forget, you just want to format this space where you have your data. All right, don't format this place. You format only this place. Okay, so you drag it up and then let me do that again so that you can see it again. You come down here. This is the last cell here. Okay, you come down here and you drag it up, 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 um, up, up, up. Okay, and then you come to format. Okay, let me teach you another way to do it. Let me teach you another way to do it. You can take it from the top and bring it down. All right, you can take it from the top and just, and just drag it down until you get to, you come down like this, come down. You can, instead of coming from the, yeah, so beautiful. So let's do formatting. Okay, you come to format, you come to format cell. All right, so these are borders. So in case you come here and then it's here, just come here and click border. Okay, so all of these things represent borders. Okay, so for example, when you click here, it means that to show a line, a tick line here. When you click here, it will show a tick line here. When you click here to show a tick line here, you do this and you do this and you do this. Okay, these ones are not necessary. I mean, you don't need all these ones. Okay, so just unclick it and then unclick it. So we want the borders to show. Okay, and so you click on it. Okay, good. So can you see now that's defined what we are working on properly? Okay. So we need to shift this one a bit. We need to shift it a bit so that we need to shift it a bit so that it comes okay. By the time we do our chart, it's very likely it's at the center. All right, let's do this.